And we're live, Mayo Chicken.
Podcast, we don't know because we lost the count so fucking long ago.
No, there's a count on every single one we do.
I think we're at 30 now.
Yeah, I think it's 30. But I also didn't post a few.
That's true.
There's a couple where I said some controversial shit and I was just like, yeah.
Really? You feel like you said some controversial shit? I feel like I say the worst shit on the pod by far.
No,
By
it was
far,
one of those
I mean.
ones where I called Chris Bosch,
A nigger?
No. I did not say that.
That would be such a good fucking cut. That should be a cut that we use. Put it on TikTok, everyone will be like, whoa, whoa! No, don't use that sound anymore.
No.
I love that new dancing sound everyone's doing.
Which one?
They like push the camera back.
Oh, the Taylor Swift.
Yeah. I'm starting to like Taylor Swift a lot more lately.
Have you heard her? I haven't heard her new album, but I heard it sold a shit ton of
Is that,
copies.
well, yeah, well, fuck. Taylor Swift, that bitch can sell fucking...
No, but like way more than what people, like even Drake numbers. I was like, holy shit.
Taylor Swift normally does those kind of numbers.
I know, I get that, but I was just surprised about how way more like it's been during COVID because everyone's numbers were down during COVID, right?
Yeah, because they can't tour. Touring is how you make a lot of your sales, right? Because you're... How'd this nigga get the toy? How'd you get the toy again?
Jesus Christ, where do we put it?
We never took it. I don't think we ever took it.
Fuck you.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh yeah, shout out to my boy Ian. He was watching. So yeah,
Get it from her. Get it. Take it.
I'll get Matilda.
Take it.
Come here.
She's not gonna bring you the toy, did she?
No, she left it.
Grab it. Yeah. So shout out my boy Ian. Yeah, he's gonna make us a sign for the podcast. So get this. I met him on my camping trip where I got raped. Right.
Oh my god.
It's funny to hear you bring it up like that. Yeah, nice try, dickhead.
I met him on that camping trip. Fuck off. And then the first time I met him, so I guess he checked out our podcast. So we're this weekend. He's like, yeah, man, I saw your podcast the other day, and we recorded that right after we went camping. So this guy watched it for the first time, like right away. I'm like, I was camping this weekend, I got raped. So he's like, I was dying.
That's so fucking good.
Bro, that's gonna stay in.
Yeah, he was like, man, I was actually just, he's like, I was crying.
Have you brought her up to your rapist yet? That it's on camera that she's a fucking rapist?
Yeah, I kind of.
I just saw her the other day. I was like, oh my god.
You shot a music video with her. She was twerking on the hood of my car.
Now you're super exposing your rapist.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
No, there's no face. We didn't do it?
No face, no case?
Yeah, don't
Or it's
worry.
gonna have to be the Joe Budden podcast where they like beep out that whole section.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Well, like it makes sense. Well, now that we're already exposing the fact that she's in the video, like it's a white woman. White women love raping.
Yeah, long story short, shout out.
Only
Ian
when they
for
can do the
helping us
raping do they like it. Otherwise, they're like, nah, this isn't it. It's not the motive.
They think it's hot.
out. No,
Cool.
she was like, she's like, do you want me to go to the cops with you and report it? I was like, man, it's a joke. Like, it's not that serious.
But that would be really fucking jokes,
Oh
though.
man.
That's such a girl thing to say. She's like, yo, I feel bad about like, let's go. I want to be reported. I want to go to jail for this. Like,
like, I don't want to do anything.
first of all, you wouldn't go to jail anyway. Even if they did find you guilty, like you're not doing.
the cops
jail.
would look at me and be like, are you like gay? Like, what's the problem here? Like,
Yeah.
Some sort of.
You want to
Yeah.
talk about toxic masculinity? It's the police force. Like,
yeah, that.
those guys literally rape women all the time.
vote. On the back of his jersey, it just says vote.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, he just vote.
And I think it's really stupid for a player to have that because
Yeah, vote makes the bucket over justice.
It's not even that, but it's known in the States that black areas are face voter fucking consequences. Like, there's not enough booths there, the line's just super long. Like, they do this
Or they shut
intentionally.
down the booths.
Yeah, and they suppress the black vote. So to say vote, like, who
Like,
vote for
yeah,
who?
that's.
You want more rural white guys to vote? Because that's how Trump won. And women, too, which is great. White women put Trump in office while he grabbed you by the pussy. That's perfect.
White woman just knew Clinton was a bad deal. They read her like a book. They're like, I know white woman. We can't let this one and run shit.
No, it's true.
My
If
mom
you're
was
gonna
the
let a
opposite.
person of color be, or you're gonna let a fucking woman be a president, it's gotta be a person of color.
My-
Hispanic, Arabic, Indian, it can't be a white woman.
You think Michelle Obama is going to be taking over for Joe Biden soon?
I don't want fucking Michelle Obama to win anymore than I want fucking... I don't want another Obama in the fucking house.
So get this. Why the fuck
Another
I opened
fucking-
Spotify? You might have had too. The Michelle Obama podcast like tries to force it to you.
Now I'm an iTunes user.
Why the fuck do I want to listen to the Michelle Obama podcast? Do you even look at my analytics?
I'm not even a black woman.
But I think they just probably push it to anyone. And it's just like, you guys have not looked at anything I've listened to. What makes you even want to suggest this? And like, why does she have a podcast? What's she going to talk about? How to suck some presidential
People
dick?
are obsessed with like presidential families. It's like royalty to them. So they want to know like what's going on behind the
What
scenes.
did she do? She just married a president.
Yeah, she just married the president. It's because she's actually successful though. Like most first ladies are literally just like bitches that married a fucking president.
Was
Like,
she,
she's
a
the
lawyer?
first one that actually, yeah, she's a lawyer. She's smarter than Obama, apparently.
I believe that.
So they say.
She probably ran Obama when he was the president. She was probably the president, low key.
I don't like the sound of that.
Ran Obama.
The first black president and his wife puts the battery in his back.
The first black president's wife is a tranny. Dun,
Meg Thee Stallion talks.
Is that what she said?
No, people are saying that because they're just like, no, because she's such a big bitch. Yeah. Tori saw the dick, so he shot her. I was like, yo!
Is that a rumor?
Black Twitter's going nuts with that. They're like, oh, you niggas are transphobic. It's like, no, we're making a joke, bitch. We all want to fuck Meg. The fuck? You see this woman?
No.
You don't think Meg sounds hot?
No, I just can't remember what she looks like. I've seen a
And
couple
she's not
pictures.
like I don't find her face to be the greatest, but like who am I to be the man judging a woman's looks because that makes me a sexist because I can't have an opinion. But her body's amazing. Her body's fucking 15 out of 10 easily. Like, and she's tall too, tall, thick.
What the fuck happened with that story? They still haven't even.
They still haven't really exposed it, but what's happening allegedly is that Tori had shot her in the fucking foot over some kind of altercation. Yada yada yada.
Yo, did you see?
But it makes sense. He's 5'3". Like I'd shoot Meg too if I was 5'3".
Yeah.
100%. Oh, and some bitch lost her job for making a joke about it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andrea, she made a joke about the whole Meg Thee Stallion
Like,
situation.
I want you like
She's like, I want a man to be that abusive that he would shoot me.
You know who also lost
And
their
then she lost
job?
the job through
Ellen.
Fenty. Oh yeah, who gives a fuck about Ellen though?
Oh, it's just so interesting to see the top tier people just come down. The crash is just as fun to watch as the come up.
It's not really a crush. Ellen will find some other gig, bro.
Nah, I actually loved Ellen, and I'm still a big fan of hers, and I think she'll pull through. Like, I don't think it's that big a deal for her.
You win the cancel
She'll
the
do
show? Like,
movies.
shut up.
Yeah, she'll just do movies.
The
She
Ellen
can do
show
whatever
was
she
hell. I
wants.
can't imagine what the Oprah show could have been like.
Well, I think she kind of took over for Oprah when Oprah left in terms of that demographic.
That demographic, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder what the Oprah show was like. Well, yeah, we're watching the Spurs Grizzly game right now. In case anyone's wondering why he's
Third
shooting.
quarter, 8:20, and 69-62 Spurs. You seen the Raps game yesterday? I didn't watch it, but they won.
Of course.
They're going big. When do they play next? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. I think what it is, like, every team's gonna play every other day. Is what they're trying to do. And a few back-to-backs, but every other day team will be playing.
What does your shirt say?
It says pussy's the most expensive meal you ever eat.
Bro, I just fucking saw that shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's true. I mean, you can't usually get pussy for
Holy
free.
shit.
Yo, but pussy is not worth paying for. Let's be real.
You always pay for pussy.
Fair.
That's the point of the shirt, fam.
People always want to say like, oh, it's different if it's your girlfriend. Like, no, it's not. If you're a guy, you always have to pay. Like, I fucking double dog dare anyone of either side to get into a relationship where financially you're not paying for something at any point. I'm not talking about like gifts on birthdays, just in general. You don't want to do some shit
dinners
you end
and
up
shit.
paying.
You're always gonna end up paying something.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that you have to pay for pussy. Like, I guess it's wrong to say because it's like, oh, paying for pussy instead of like paying for your girlfriend. But like, to maintain the ability to sleep with this woman, yes, you have to make payments on this woman.
Speaking of dutty ass hoes,
Dutty ass.
you had a
The
dutty
streets.
ass hoe fucking rob you the other day.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
man.
This guy got talked all this shit about women,
34.
and then what do you know? But a black woman, shall I say?
Yeah.
And what did she steal from you? Ironically,
Black Lives Matter mask, which is like kind of funny and ironic.
it's kind of funny and ironic, but it's two ways. It's number one, the Black Lives Matter stealing on the black.
It's two,
but it's
you're
more the
stealing a
COVID.
mask,
Yeah, a
You're
mask.
stealing a mask that I wore to like what? Wear it yourself?
Yeah, that's
to go home and wash it. Like that's weird in
it's
itself.
just a combo thing of like, why would you
But once
take
again,
this?
it's perfect for me because like if I just see her walking on the streets with the mask, she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, like no, everything's fine," thinking that the mask covers her identity, and I'm gonna rock her in the face.
Rocker.
It is
Yeah.
a custom fact. Would you actually?
Soccer.
Would I actually punch her in the face?
If you
Why?
saw
Because she's
her?
a woman?
No, if you actually saw this girl like walking by with that mask, because it's a custom mask
Yeah.
runoff, by the way, so people don't know.
Yeah.
So he's not just punching a random Black Lives Matter mask
yeah,
person.
Yeah.
You would recognize that mask specifically,
Oh,
and you know it's her.
100%. Yeah, there's only one.
What would you do right now? Just say you're walking down, you see this bitch walking somewhere.
I'm gonna punch her in the mouth.
You know, you're serious. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna rock her jaw.
Rock her jaw. End her world.
It's not hard for me to do, I'll just knock her out quick and then keep it moving.
Are you also gonna try to get your hand sanitizer back out of it?
No, I actually have all my lighters, my car lighters, and my weed grinder.
I don't think you'd actually punch her, man. Like, realistically, you say that, but, like, you'd probably just say, fuck it.
Why, because it's not worth it?
Yeah, I just don't see you actually, like, being like, hold up. Like, you're driving with your friend, you're like, hold up, I have to punch this bitch in the
Hold
face.
up a second.
Yeah, like, pulls over.
I
Like,
put a 2K reward up. Why would I not punch her in the face?
I don't know. Like, maybe you would.
Yeah, it's not really worth my time. It's just a matter of, like, you know, like her learning her lesson.
What she
Like,
stole
you're a
just
girl. Why are
shows.
you car hopping anyway? Like,
The fact you stole a face mask and hand sanitizer, like, you're probably not
And this
smart.
bitch is retarded. First of all, you went car hopping, you didn't check the back seat. I had a 6-pack of tall can Heinekens back there that you didn't take. That just shows me you're a fucking idiot.
You think she's watching this right now?
I hope she's watching this.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she robbed this house. She's like, oh, those
hope
Mayo
she's
and
watching.
chicken guys.
So I can tell her to suck her mom because she's black. So that's a 10 out of 10
it's gotta burn her
effectiveness.
up, yeah.
Suck her mom is like a huge insult. Suck your mother.
That's like the equivalent of calling a black person a nigger, just so you know. It's like
Oh,
it's like the
really?
same. Yeah, it's pretty much the same, yeah. Still, a black person to suck their mom, be prepared to fight. Especially as a white person saying to a black person, fuck, you're done.
Did I tell you guys the other day?
You're done.
I seen this girl posting her story. Tranny is just as bad as the N-word. I'm just like, oh
People say
god.
faggot's just as bad as the N-word.
Listen, nothing's as bad as the N-word. Because nothing else was enslaved and had a racial slur about them. So nothing else is as bad. Like, unless Mexicans were enslaved and they're like, oh, you fucking
What do you
wetbacks.
think? Do you think there was a Do you think there was a word like? Think back to when Egyptians ran the world per se, and they were dominating. What do you think the N-word would have been for back then? Like, do you think it would have been to like a
I
different?
guess kike is as bad, I guess.
They probably had a random ass word that they used for like whoever their slaves were.
Struggle Olympics were always number one. Don't put them Jews nowhere near us.
I never understood the term kike and where it derived from.
But end of the
Yeah, I
day,
don't
like,
get it either. I don't get it. I just don't think niggas got fucked
I
up.
never understood that word. Yeah, it's just a stupid word. Dyke, I kind of understood.
I don't get that either.
Yeah, but not
use it.
comparable. Not comparable. But yeah, I don't get it either.
I use cunt because my English from my
Yeah,
colonizer
well, fuck,
roots.
Yeah, that's like...
Yeah, kind
Yo,
Don't
cunt
guys-
is the colonizer of
Bloody
words.
cunt.
It's like a British word that's spread across the world that no one really likes is there.
But
somehow
women
it
don't
just
like the word.
spreads.
That's what it is. Like, a lot of guys use it, a lot of girls use it too, but people don't like the word cunt. It's like moist.
Oh, I love moist. That's one of my favorite
You
words.
like that? I don't like that word.
I just love saying it because it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, it doesn't make me look cringe and shit, but it's just like because I don't make people feel weird.
Yeah,
it's like,
I love having that power. It just makes someone feel uncomfortable. Just be like, oh, you're moist, and like, I will say it during
Josh don't say it
sex.
to a girl like, oh,
I will say it during
your pussy's
sex.
so moist right now, like,
Yeah.
yuck. That shit would just dry up right away.
Oh, shit.
Yo, I got my new place, guys.
Did you?
Got the keys yesterday. Have not moved one thing in yet. I'm here
Nice.
doing this instead. Wasting my money on this rental. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, hopefully we can move some pot over there.
Yeah, we can shoot the pot over there. You can get your fucking little backdrop and put it there too.
Yeah, I got some. Yeah, we'll set up a nice little like couple chairs. Maybe have some guests. Get Goldie Glock on to talk some conspiracies.
No, the boy Goldie Glock.
Speaking of conspiracies, you seen that on Friday? Now it's official. Bill Clinton was on the island, pretty much.
They're saying that he was there with little girls and shit. Did you say that Trump wasn't there when there's any young
Yeah.
girls?
Word.
Wow.
But I also feel like Trump could have just chose to release just specific stuff that made him look good. But I also think that, yeah, it's 50-50. But apparently more stuff's coming out tomorrow.
Buddy, it's Trump. I feel like if he was there, then he was there.
They blacked out all the names, too, of people, other names that were said in it.
But I mean, they said Clinton was there when there's young girls, which doesn't surprise me.
I just don't like the fact that they black out all these other people's names. Like, let's see. Don't be shy. Put some more. Don't be shy. Put some more. Shut the fuck up.
Well, you know, it's a secret. They don't want us to know that, you know, some of the greatest figures in the world are fucking little girls, right?
Fucking them kids. I'm sick and tired of these goddamn pedos in goddamn Hollywood.
Yeah, but you know what? They're not as bad pedos as, like, you know, they're fucking, like, 8-year-olds. They're fucking teenage girls, so I give them a bit of a blind.
Honestly,
That's literally how I look at it. Like, if you're able to understand what sex is, then, like, yeah, it's wrong, but it's not as bad as fucking a little kid.
I
That has
have-
no idea what the concept of sex is.
speaking of little kids, I have this conspiracy theory about
Speaking of
Tory
little
Lanez.
kids, that was a what, you think he's a little child this whole
I
time?
was trying to go into Tory Lanez again because he's a little man. But Tory Lanez conspiracy I thought of. I have no actual proof of like anything. This
Okay,
is just a random
off the top
theory.
of the head.
He just went independent finally. And the industry knows that, and he was like being claiming and flexing.
Yeah.
What if this was, and that night he was hanging out with a Kendall and a bunch of high industry people. What if he was the classic setup situation? You don't want to go independent?
Artist that's successful.
Yeah,
But it doesn't
because
matter,
he was
'cause-
on his blow up and he just got out of his deals.
Yeah, but fuck. Like
I was like, what if this is all set and we haven't heard anything from him?
a man like fucking Drake? You know, was the next person that's doing that. I think Drake
He's not going to go independent, I think.
I think Drake going independent really would change the industry. Like, and how much money he would make? Jesus Christ.
I just don't think he will because like he gets so much other business connections through that.
What do you mean? He has business connection because he's Drake. If he leaves the label, he's still gonna have every connection that he's already covered in his career.
Yeah, true.
It's like he's a new artist. He's an
But like,
established
what if
goat
he's
right
happy
now.
with where he's at?
Yeah, but ooh,
White boy with hops.
That was yucky. Still, you don't want that. To happen.
14 on the Spurs. I don't know your name because
It's Eubanks.
he probably has a random ass word on the back of his
I think
jersey.
he has Justice on the back of his jersey.
LeBron.
Justice.
Who kept their names? LeBron kept their name. I mean,
I wish Morant changes not last one to fuck.
Yeah, like you want to fuck 12.
Yeah, fuck 12. That would have been fucking saucy. Just 4 asses.
Who else kept their name? Did Kawhi keep his name?
You know, he put Robot.
Robot?
No way.
Get the fuck out of
The funniest one I
It
seen
looks
was...
like Rudy Gay has his name.
Yeah, no, that's for the LGBT community now.
Yeah, imagine.
I'd love to take credit for that joke, but I
That's
saw it on
travel.
Twitter
Come
and I
on.
was loving it. Someone was just like, "Oh, how brave of this player to take up for LGBT rights," and I was like, "Yo, you guys are good. This is good."
Someone said that?
Yeah,
That's a good meme. It must have been a meme. Justice just got that nice dunk earlier.
yeah. That's his real name is Eubanks.
Yeah, but we're calling him Justice now.
Yeah, I guess we have to.
Yeah, it's on the jersey. You're Justice.
Yeah.
And like, Justice over Justice. To Black Lives Matter. Back to Justice.
Yeah, I think we have to now.
I would love if the announcers just announced like that, just so
Definitely should.
no sound jokes.
I love the digital fans and shit.
Bro,
too.
what the fuck?
Yeah, like,
Get the
I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. The
It makes me
digital
uncomfortable
fans.
too, but it's funny. That's why I like it. I like to be uncomfortable sometimes.
Like, why do they have people not in the seats? Like, you couldn't just like get more.
It's just funny to see. Like it's just their faces. And it's
How
like
do you
a
get
fucking-
on there?
It's like a 3-minute loop. You have to pre-sign in. It's not even them watching the game live. It's just literally like a little recording of them.
That's so Shut
Tell
up.
her, yo, I'm gonna put you down.
Ooh.
You all that fucking barking. You can't talk to the dog like that. The dog doesn't speak English. Shut the fuck up.
I know, bro. I hate that shit.
Dogs
Yeah,
understand
fuck
tone. That's all they understand. And over time, if you say certain phrases, then yes, they might understand the phrase.
All right,
But
how
they
do
understand the phrase.
Understand? No.
No, they do.
I think they understand the tone the derogatory tone that you're using.
No, but like certain phrases that I use, what they use all the time, like they understand the phrase. Like I don't like some people tell their dogs like you know, for instance, like Matilda, come. I don't say that. I can be like Matilda, come inside, or come into this room, or go lie on the couch. She understands that. Go lie on the couch is not a dog phrase. Lie down is a dog phrase. You know what I mean? So shit like that. Over time, they do understand what you're saying. They know what you want them to do.
So speaking of bitches, is a segue?
I like that segue.
This bitch, aka female, just a regular female, but it's a different segue.
Can't
I had
say
an
that
argument
either.
with yesterday.
I don't know what's worse, saying bitch or saying female in today's.
There was a female bitch that I had an argument with yesterday.
A cisgendered bitch.
Yeah.
Females are bitches.
So yeah,
Jesus
in
Christ.
terms of slang terms, yeah.
Protect black women.
This was a white woman, so don't worry.
Okay.
So we had an
I'm not
argument.
protecting her
She
ass.
was just saying how like she like hates Chris Brown because of all
Why?
this
'Cause
woman
come
beating situation.
But he beats one bitch and he's black people for life.
So I said, what about Rihanna? Apparently she beat him too. Like your same standards should apply to her.
Well, no, they don't.
And she's like, no, I'm a huge fan of Rihanna. That's not the same. She's like, did you see the pictures? It's not the same. But I'm like, but apparently.
bitches love Rihanna because Rihanna's a successful whore.
But if you're gonna cancel
That's
someone,
the reason why.
Yeah.
They're like, this girl sleeps around all the time and gets to do whatever she wants to, and she's a boss bitch. It's all it is. Like, she lives a life that women want to live. Women want to be men, and that's how Rihanna lives her life, like a man, like
Yes.
going from person to person, see where the fuck she wants to,
Yes.
and that's like something that like women want because that's like
Yes.
they think it's sick being men, but like it's not that sick. Like it's a lot of hard work actually.
I wonder if Rihanna's nice. Yeah, she seems.
I could see her being nice for sure. I could definitely see her being nice if you're her friend, and if you're her fringe friend, she's kind of nice.
Yeah, like if you knew her from like childhood, she'd be like chill with you kind of thing.
Yeah, but like what I mean, I don't see like her being that cool with like industry people and shit. But, like she's not even in the industry anymore. She's not even a fucking artist, barely.
Isn't her and Eminem? I heard she's coming up with another thing.
Yeah, I'm done with that though. I think.
Yeah, they had their.
I didn't
hit,
love The Way You Lie was like a classic, and then that's
and then
pretty
after
much
that,
it.
you should have drew the
Yeah,
line.
cut it out.
What about monsters under the bed?
But yo, with the bitch, I just don't understand the premise. If you're gonna have a moral line at domestic violence, at least do it for both domestic violence people.
Oh,
if you're not gonna fuck with one because of domestic violence, don't fuck with the other because of
You don't watch the verses, right? We had this conversation about not watching verses. So DMX and Snoop Dogg had their battle recently, and in that battle, in the middle of it, DMX just came out and was like, "Yeah, like, you know, when I was 13, like, I was sexually assaulted by a 26-year-old woman, like, I was raped." And he's like, "That's why I think my relationship with women is so fucked, and why, like, you know, I fuck so many women and shit." And everyone was kind of like, "Ah, DMX," but no one actually sat there and was like, "Yo,
what up, man?"
This guy actually came out and said he was sexually abused, and
no one gave a fuck.
No one gave a fuck about that. It's not even a media story. It wasn't trending.
I didn't hear about it either. Yeah.
No, you didn't hear about it because it wasn't even a thing. The only reason I realized about it, I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's because I was watching the Joe Budden podcast and Rory brought it up, and he's like, "Yo, it's weird that when these things happen to men, like no one gives a fuck, even though it's an equally as traumatic experience." Because a lot of with men, you don't know you're a victim. You actually are a victim, but you don't know that because society just is like, "You're a guy. You had sex. It's fine."
Yeah.
But like, it's not fine.
But like,
this is the exact same thing.
What
right
about
here.
fucking your teacher?
Well, like, listen, like, if I was in like the 8th grade,
I'm torn on that.
I would
I'm
love.
torn on it.
This whole thing, I always say something like, "Why do you kids snitch? Like, you're fucking, you know how sick that would be? Like, you're getting that sexual experience early out the fucking boat. You don't have to worry about, you know, losing your virginity in high school."
They probably feel so violated.
Buddy,
after.
in the 8th grade, if you're having sex with a teacher, you feel sick. I remember how I was in the 8th grade. There's no way you're sitting there like, "Oh, I feel like I was raped." Like, the 5th, 6th grade, you'd be like, "This is weird." But the 8th grade, like, you're ready to go.
Yeah, high school,
For
you
sure.
don't give a fuck. You're flexing on people.
I was hoping to smash one of my teachers, dog.
Yeah, we all.
So I want to spend one of my teachers too. She died though, actually. But yo, she was bad as hell.
You guys see that Adam Sandler movie where like he's a legend for fucking his teacher, and he has the kid with her, and that's my boy.
Oh yeah, that's my boy. I fucking love That's My Boy.
That's a great movie.
Dean!
No, the best is spoiler alert, but fuck you all if you've seen it.
Come on, it's a fucking old movie now.
But
At least 5 years old.
at the end when he needs the money and he doesn't have it, and he fucking wins his bet on the fat guy winning the marathon.
Yes.
He's like, he's doing it, man. It's just so ridiculous.
That's good.
Memphis versus everybody. Oh wow.
I mean, that's a little culturally appropriative. When I see big corporations using black slang, it's a little...
Yeah, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, like We the North was good because it's just like
We the North
generic.
it's generic. There's no like, it doesn't sound like it's like blackified.
Yeah, it's
Like
just
everybody
like,
is like, I know you're in the South, and I'm
That
sure.
was a beautiful time.
I think
It was more Game of Thrones vibe. We the North.
Yeah, it was.
Like the North is uprising. The North is coming.
And we did. We actually did come all over the fucking league.
Our battery at? We're good. Yeah. Wasn't sure if that bitch is gonna die on me.
Don't go die.
It's not the beginning of Bambi. He'll be fine.
Yo, by the way, R.I.P. to Trill Cosby.
Yeah, that's mad random. Did he actually? We don't even know if this is confirmed.
He did.
I feel like maybe, yeah.
Other people were saying it. R.I.P.
I don't know anybody that said it other than you. You're the first person to tell me that, so.
Multiple people said it today, but it just happened. People fucking die at a young age these days.
Yeah, it's part of life, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't really get that shook about it anymore. But like,
yeah, I don't do that much shit to die from anyway, so.
You almost died the other fucking month,
yeah,
too.
Can crash into a tree or some shit?
Yeah, fam.
That's like, whatever. That's soft.
Fuck, man.
I live to tell the story, right? So it's not that big of a deal.
But why are you alive still is the real question. That was a fucked up accident.
To cause more trauma in people's lives, I think.
Yeah? Like what kind of trauma?
I don't know. What kind of trauma I can muster up?
Muster up some
Any
trauma
sort of
right
PTSD I can add to your life, I'm here for.
now. Muster up some trauma right now.
Oh my god.
What's the most offensive thing you think you could say right now? And get away with?
Offensive.
I can say whatever I want to. There's nothing I can get away with. Like, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna come and hold me accountable?
Fair.
No one.
Fair.
No one. Please.
Fair.
And even if you do, it's like, okay, you try to talk to me about whatever I said, and I'm like, okay, I listened to you, but then like, then what? This is why I say like, there's no point in the conversation.
Do people actually try to argue you a lot and shit?
Not really. I mean, this girl one time commented on my post, and she was like, oh, like, this is out of the blue, because I haven't posted in a long time, as you know, and she's just like, she's like, this post was really funny, except for the first line. It was really disrespectful, and I'm like,
shut the fuck up.
I was like, okay. I didn't even respond, actually, because, you know, first of all, it was a girl complaining, so I'm not really going to value that opinion.
People are like okay.
Not because you're a woman, but because you're a woman crying about a meme where I'm shitting on women. Like,
no,
of course you're going to feel mad about the opening line where I'm talking about, like, your dirty fucking pussy smeared panties. Like, That's like around, like, you know what I mean? It was a really fucking derogatory joke. Like, it wasn't made for you to be like, oh, this is hilarious. It's made for you to be mad. Like,
so there's a bunch of mainly female people that came and protested our comedy show on Friday.
Did they?
Yeah, they me and DB left way before.
You should have told them to go back to the fucking kitchen where they belong.
They were trying to heckle. They were heckling people before me when I was up there. You don't know who they are. They're voices, right? They're groups. They came to try to heckle and stop and fuck up the show. And all I did.
So they were in attendance.
No, so
to ruin it.
All I did, I could hear some people trying to. All I did was I'm sick and tired of these goddamn pedos in Hollywood. Because come heckle me talking about pedos. Now you're defending pedos if you heckle me right now.
Yeah, they definitely will.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, if they were doing that when I was up there, I would have been like, are you a pedo? Do you defend pedos?
Are you a pedo?
But no, they called the cops, though. They fuck these social justice warriors. The same people, they're probably saying defund the police a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, there's video of them. They got
it's
them on
funny
camera.
to say defund the police and then call the police.
Yeah, I never understood
Emily ACAB BLM is typing.
ACAB.
ACAB is the stupidest shit on the planet.
Oh my
All
god.
cops are bad? You guys turn that into a fucking phrase?
All Catholics are pedophiles, okay?
That's a real phrase.
They're let's stare. If you're gonna what's it called? Not stare. It's blanket statements over a group of people.
All cops are kind of bad to an extent, but not to that full extent.
Well, every human being is bad to some extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's obviously cops will also be bad to some extent.
I think it's kind of weird to want to be a cop anyway. That shows to me that you're a bad person. If you're trying to uphold justice, you have some sort of fucking complex. You should work out with your psychiatrist. You feel like you need to have a gun and patrol people? Why do you feel that way? Let's talk about that. That's a weird thing to want to have. It's a weird power to want to have. I don't want to have that power over people at all.
I think it's people want a sense of purpose. That's what they're looking for.
You have a sense of purpose doing so many other things. I don't know, teaching or healthcare.
Yeah, but people don't know what their purpose is going to be.
So they become cops and join the army. Yeah, it's the same thing. That's what I learned. People play with guns and they don't know what the fuck they want to be. They're just
Join the army, but you're really just murdering people for the government worldwide. Yeah.
So I said I wanted to join the army because of learning the skills and stuff to know
We're protecting your freedom! No one's trying to take it.
No one's trying to take it. I have yet to see one person from the Middle East come over here and do shit. I don't know if that's because we're doing
9/11 maybe.
9/11 wasn't even done by.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's a big maybe. Yo, do you think 9/11 will ever actually be
They already admitted it. They admitted that it was, but it's just one of those things that sweep under the rug. It's when they admitted there were aliens and no one cared. It was the same thing happened with 9/11. They proved that 9/11 was not.
Who did?
Inside job. I can't remember. Probably fucking the CIA.
Well, everybody's proved it.
In the fucking day, bro. How does a plane veer off its route for this long and no one's
shoot it down?
You guys would rather let the planes crash into a building than to shoot it out of the sky and lose those passengers? If they didn't want to fight two fucking 6'1" brown guys with box cutters, then you have to hug that L and die.
Yeah, you have to hug that L.
Straight the fuck up. Because I say this all the time. Whatever. I'll be on that shit and okay, we're gonna die anyway. You're not looking at this way. We're gonna die anyway. Yeah. So we might as well save others. Are you that much of a fucking coward? Everyone was, that's a bad take. You shouldn't talk about people died in 9/11. Well, if you're in the plane, yeah, I can.
I feel bad
because you could have saved people. You chose not to.
I remember the day I found out it was box cutters.
Yeah.
I lost my goddamn mind.
I lost box cutters? Bro, could you imagine?
I was so
could you imagine that?
fucking bewildered. Dog.
Could you imagine one man coming to you and be like, yo, I'm going to slump your dukes, but I'm a box cutter.
But do you think it's true even?
There's actually box cutter. What else could they have gotten on?
It could be if it was a set event, people think, there could have been no plane that got overtaken.
There could have been no fucking...
It was a plane it was on its destined route the whole time. There was no box cutter fucking overtake.
Well, we have the proof. It's not like they CGI'd the planes incident. We saw the planes.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But you could drive a plane into there, not be a hijacked passenger
plane. So you think it's just an empty plane?
I don't know.
With one guy on it.
Maybe not even a fucking robot driving it?
There's a reason why they don't think that, because this is a country that doesn't give a fuck. Why would they do all that to have a random plane with no one in it? It makes it spicier when there's people on the plane. That's what makes it good.
That's fucked up. That's real fucked up.
Just understand how trauma works. This is
no, but it makes sense.
They make it that way.
It makes sense.
Because think about it. Now you have to be afraid to fly. They want all these things to be part of the whole fucking.
And they're going to pass more safety laws and more privacy laws.
Exactly.
And this, that.
Everything is fear geared, bro. So even with the mask shit, it's all fear geared.
So do you think they?
Why does the news say that shit? you're not wearing a mask, you're selfish. They'll put that MO out there and then people regurgitate it and say the exact same shit to other people as if that's a thought that they actually believed before that. No. You don't even have, most of you motherfuckers don't even have an original thought in your fucking head. Not one. Your brain is a collective of what other niggas think.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have any originality.
At all. I hear all the time. I hear people say like rhetoric, like straight from CNN, straight from Fox. I'm like, you just reported what that asshole said off a fucking jumbotron that some other dickhead in the back wrote that's being spun around the country everywhere with the exact same fucking lines. You guys are all idiots. If you believe in the fucking news, you repeat that shit to other people, you're a fucking dummy.
Shout out to Rebel News. They came out to the comedy show too. They were interviewing the Yuck on there. Rebel News. Remember the one I messaged you? They were at the. I guess.
I wouldn't consider those guys real news. They're like news for the show.
Yeah, they're like independent news. But no, he DB was talking to him, weren't you?
Yeah, I had a real quick conversation with him. Cool guy.
Nice guy?
Shout out to him, yeah.
Is he a trustworthy news source compared to most of the other news sources, you think?
Well, at the time, I had not known him. And I just started looking him up afterwards. So I'll have to keep that opinion for another time. I'll let you know.
I'm just happy.
The jury's still out on him.
Yeah. He came out.
Well, yeah, nice guy. I liked it.
He might have came out of the closet too. We don't know, but
he didn't say all of that to me.
No. Yo, this old guy at the show was so upset.
On that topic, though, don't even come out the fucking closet because we know you're gay. This is why I always had that kind of thought. Like, if you have like a gay fan, remember, it's one of those like, I'm like, oh, like why doesn't he ever bring a girl home? Like, that nigga's gay. I don't need you to come out the closet. Just shut up. And let's accept the fact that you like dick. Like, I don't care. Don't come out and have like a big party. Like, oh, guess what? I suck dick. Well, guess what? I don't. And no one threw a party for me. I don't care.
Yeah, and I
suck your dick in privacy. That's how I look at it.
Yo, this guy at the show this old man got so upset. He was like, apparently, he said he was a comedian. We're like sitting there, and then he's like, a lot of you guys are like contacts. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that. And we're just like, true. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, remember that guy?
I remember when the beginning of this COVID shit happened, no one would want to dap each other, and at this point in COVID, everyone is full on handshakes.
Hugs.
Motherfuckers are hugging. Yeah. I remember one time I was checking my nigga. He just got out of the bin. I'll go out the fucking because this is pretty much an exposed. I don't give a fuck. But he just got out of the bin, and his girl was there, and she was like, "Oh, hey, it's me a wash. Give me a hug." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then she proceeded to sit down and tell me about how when she gets her groceries, she wipes them down. And I was like,
"Give you a hug."
I was like, "You give me a hug, bitch. You're gonna die anyway. Like, you're gonna get the vid. And it's gonna kill you. Like, well, because you wipe down your groceries, but you hug people. You think you're good? That's within 6 feet." I promise you, my spitlets will get you. You're going down, champ.
Yo, this was random white bitch at the show too asked him, DB, to film her set for him. And he's just like, no. And I don't even think she performed. I think she got booted from the set too.
That's even funnier.
Yeah, like there were too many, I guess, comedians.
Yeah, sorry, you're not funny enough.
No, I don't even think. I think it's more like whoever the host kind of is close with.
Jokes. You know, I find a lot of girls, like even like on TikTok, I find a lot of girls are funny when they're not actually like
trying to be something else they're not.
No, when they just like a lot of girls are funny when they use the rules of humor that a guy would use instead of trying to be like girl funny.
Yeah.
Yes. Like the girls that are trying to be girl funny on TikTok are horrible. Yeah. But the ones that use like guy setups or what's known as like a guy setup, they're hilarious because they understand the styling of jokes. Mm-hmm. And they have me rolling all the time. Like that's why I realized it's not
darkness. They like to they'll go.
It's not that they even dark humor, but yes, I do love a woman.
It's not like women aren't against dark humor. That's the misconception.
They just don't know how to tell it.
Well, like some good ones do, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
But the whole thing about dark humor is because like you have two sides of. Not because there's only two sides of.
Well, guys suck at
liberal women hate dark humor because they find it really offensive.
No, they hate humor. And they hate happiness. Hate humor in general. They don't want people being happy. They don't want people living a free life.
They do want you living a free life.
What part of like a social justice warrior or these people want you to live a nice, happy, free, independent life? No, none of them.
You only have a happy, independent, free life if you're
the fucking crazy, racist, far-right conservative wants you to be more free than those people. You know what I mean? Like your typical redneck, per se.
I feel like
they'll be racist, but they'll be like, "You do whatever the fuck you do over there. I do what I do over here."
It's actually true. It's that's very true.
The liberals are like, "No, like
you guys want to be fucking niggers? Do it in that town, not our town." And I'm like, well, that's kind of fine. I agree with that. If you want to if you're not gonna be racist elsewhere and spread your rhetoric across the country, you just want to have your one little white section. By all means.
The social justice warriors
these
are
liberal
find
niggas
you
be like, yo, what the fuck? You said faggot one time in 2008? You're losing your job, nigga.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking harass you. We're not. There's gonna be no
Listen,
no fucking jury.
Okay,
no justice.
remember that woman that's happened recently? She said she's not gonna take the photographs for the gay couple because she doesn't believe in it, and everywhere slammed her. Yeah. Did you read the email? It was so nice. She's like, yeah, sorry, I just don't believe in this, but like it goes against my personal beliefs. And they're like, okay, we're slandering you, buddy. Why don't you find someone that shoots gay shit? Like, and then people are like, well, what if you were black? I'm like, the black thing was different. There was more hate in that. The gay thing is not a hate thing. It's literally a disagreement of beliefs.
Yeah, like, it could be religious.
It's usually religious. If it's not religious, then you're actually being a bigot.
Like, I guarantee you there's some probably religious photographers that would probably be like, no. Like, someone severely religious.
And this is the whole thing. There's no part of the religion that says, yo, you can't be in contact with gay people.
I would take money where money comes. So I
agree the same thing. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You suck all the dicks, change your gender. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Your dollars are just as green, my nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, give me the open bar, I'll give you a discount.
That's how I look at it. At the end of the day, like, you know, even if you are religious, you're supposed to love your neighbor and not really care what they do in their bedroom. It is what it is. But some people are just, you know, want to further themselves away from what they consider sin, right? So,
yeah.
While eating pork and having premarital sex.
It's like that video that you saw, the woke and the racist, right? Yeah. The woke and racist actually agree on everything.
Yeah, on everything, but it's different terms. Yeah, no, I thought that was pretty funny too. Well, once again, liberals are just like, they're like word Nazis. Like, there's like, oh my god, you can't say that word. That word is triggering. Like, relax.
Triggering for who?
Bring me back to South Park days. Like,
I will say the word retard here and there. My apologies.
The whole thing about it is, like, when I say the word retard, I'm literally never talking about an actual person that's retarded.
I do, though.
Do you? Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. No, I have one of my close buddies has a disability, and he uses it in his everyday vernacular. He stopped a lot, like, in the past few years, but, like, growing up. Yeah. This is a guy we grew up from elementary through high school. He's one of our close buddies. And I still
remember, look at our generation.
You know who I'm talking about, too.
Yeah, our generation used to use the word retard and faggot like it was air. That was normal.
All the time. But no, but this guy used to say in high school.
When we call people faggots, we're never talking about being gay.
This guy in high school.
I would never call a gay guy a faggot.
This guy in high school would walk around and be like, yo, guys, he's like, I'm not getting any pussy because I'm retarded.
That's pretty funny.
Like, he should just openly say that. And you're just like, I'm not going to say that word to him, but it was just so casual about it. What
I mean is that he actually thought him being retarded would stop him from getting pussy.
No, he gets pussy still now.
And from, like, normal girls.
People.
Special, that's probably like shooting fish in a barrel.
He's also special needs, though, so it's like...
Yeah, but being a special needs guy is probably... You'd still be able to fuck special needs girls easier, like, you know? Like, I'm not saying women are dumber than guys, but I'm saying, like...
It's probably be
easier. I'd assume it'd be easier. Like, what's the game? Like... So, like, you like putting the square piece in the square, like, block? You like doing that? Like, I don't know what special people do.
No.
I don't want to try and, like, you know, sound insensitive.
I've met my boys' girlfriends and stuff, and, like...
You want to show me your cursive writing?
They're just, like, other people like them, kind of.
Are they, though? I guess.
My buddy drinks and smokes. They smoke darts and shit like that, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm not able to have fun. It's just, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, maybe I'm fucked, but, like, I just
don't want them breeding for, like...
100%. There's no point in it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
You're gonna make another tard?
Well, not even that. I just tell my boy, I'm like, yo, like, if you're relying on, like, government money to, like, get you through life, you probably shouldn't be.
You know what? That's not true, because remember...
He doesn't want a kid, but I'm like, dude, you shouldn't be... Like, I was like, make sure you wear a condom. I'm just telling him, like, the fact he's gonna have sex, like...
But I am
you can't have a kid wear a condom.
You can have normal kids if you
no, but even still, the fact of, like, his financial situation in his life, like, he can barely take care of himself. I'm like, bro, like, wear a condom.
I feel like the government will give you a
have your sex, you know what I mean? Have your sex, but you definitely cannot be having a kid, homie. And I'd say this not just for my special friend. I have other friends I'd say that to, too. I tell them, I hope so.
Always jokes with that shit,
I'm like, man, make sure you're always wearing a condom. Don't be like a fucking idiot out there. But then you feel like an idiot calling someone who's special an idiot in that sentence.
No, I don't, because I don't talk to special
You're like, man, don't be an idiot. Then you're like, fuck. Is that bad? No.
Well, you're just assuming that special people are idiots. They're not idiots, they're special.
Just don't be an idiot.
Oh, man.
Anyways, I got pissed. Let's fucking end this. Good 40 minutes. 38, 40?
It's fucking short.
It goes by.
Whatever. Shout out the sponsors. Goldie Glock. Just Add Woods.
Ian, he's going to make us a sign. Thanks, Ian.
Yeah, follow that DB Visuals.
DB Visuals, CringeKev, Jack's Veteran.
Yeah.
Easy.